home.
Because here they have only 2 hours to study. One thing that I want to give an example for role model. If you teach as the student not play football, you have not to play football either. If you not allow us or drink beer is not good, so you have not to drink beer also. It is a role model. And here, everything is from us, start from us. If we are not committed to work really hard, you waste money. We waste time. The student, they waste time also. That their parents, they want their students, they want the children to come here because they depend on us that we are a good organization. They expect that we provide them a good knowledge, a good role model.
Absolutely.
It is I want to talk.
And so, the way in which you respect education is the way in which the child is going to respect education. So in Guatemala, where we work, a lot of the girls in Guatemala are forced to work in factories. Understand what a factory is?
Yes.
And it's terrible work. And their parents make them work because their parents do not have education. They do not understand the importance of education. So they almost sell their children to these factories. And these girls are forced to work in these factories from 6 a.m. in the morning until 11 p.m. at night. And the only way that Kaleidoscope can help these girls get out of that situation is I have to, or Ian has to, we have to go to their families and we have to beg the families to let their children, their daughters, have an education because they don't understand. So those girls, when they do come, that education is lifesaver for them. And they appreciate it. And the teachers also understand how awful their situation is. And so they are so respectful of education that they are helping those girls get out of, rescue them from that lifestyle. Your job is just as important here as it is for those girls in Guatemala. You may not understand because now we have things like cell phones and we have Facebook and we have all of these things that pull away from education. And all of that's good, but it should be used in a way that it's helpful, not distract. Understand?
Yeah.
And so I don't know what it will, and I think that you understand me, but I don't know what it will take for all of us to really think about when all of those children come into your classroom, what their home family life might be like. And you might be the only stability that they have.
And the only chance.
The only chance that they have. That's how serious I want you to take your job. That's how serious I want you to train them. That's how serious we as an organization have to work in order to get people to give us money to give the money to you, right? And so I'm so grateful for all of you. I know it's a big deal. I know that being in a classroom is hard every day. I know that that's hard. I know that it takes a lot of energy. I know that it takes a lot of commitment. I know that it's not as glamorous as working at a hotel or being a tour guide, or I know that it's much harder than that. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't go do other things, But when you are a teacher here, I hope that you give it your all. Because if you do, then that's good karma. And that good karma is going to come back and bless your life in many, many ways. And so I am so grateful that you are working for us. And I want you to know that we honor you and we want to help as best as we can. But we can only help you in ways that you communicate with us and with me and with Bunkai. If you're angry about something, don't hold it in. Talk to Bunkai. Bunkai can talk to me or talk to Ian. Don't hold it in, because there's always a solution. Okay?
For everything.
There's always a solution. And we want you to know that you are as important to us as those children are important to you. Does that sound good?
Yes.
All right.
Can you speak a second?
Sure.
They're being picked up at 10:15, but no, there's nothing happening until 1:30.
She said that they were going to stay here till 10:30.
But they're leaving now. It's 10:15 already. But they have to go to government school.
But she told me yesterday, Tiani told me yesterday that they would be here starting at 10:30.
Well, she just told me that they're leaving now to government school. But there's another group coming at 1:30. So they would. So I can still stop them coming here now and come at 1:13. They come at 1:30.
Go, please go clarify that with Tiani,
Okay.
because that's not what she told me yesterday.
Okay.
So as I have mentioned, please try to be on time for work, right? Yeah. We have responsibility to do that.